Hey everybody, this is Warren with the Fishinaries. In today's video, we're going to be practicing the Palomar knot. We're going to be practicing with mono and with braid. Stay tuned. Okay boys and girls, we're back. So, in today's Palomar knot practice, what we're going to do is we're going to tie the Palomar knot with mono and also with braid. Okay, the Palomar knot is probably one of the easiest knots to tie. However, what's being found now is that it's not really the best with fluorocarbon, but there is a trick if you do want to use fluorocarbon anyway. So what this is mono, high vis, hope you guys can see it. So the first thing we're going to do, and this as always is my ridiculously humongous bearing swivel that I use to practice knots. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is double the line. And remember, if you're new to tying this knot, give yourself plenty of line so you can really tie it well and you can understand the mechanics of the knot. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is you're going to take that doubled end and you're going to pass it through the ring. Okay, now the next step is very simple. Tie an overhand knot. And one thing I do just to keep myself steady is to put my finger between the loop of the double line so it doesn't close in on me and then I have to wrestle with that and forget where I am in the knot. Believe me, it can happen, especially if you're doing it at night. So your next step, very simply, pass your lure, your hook, whatever it is you're tying it to, through the loop. And it should look like that. Okay, so it's still gonna look like a jumble. Now here's the trick. If you really want to use fluorocarbon with this knot, take your main line and pull that independently. Pull your main line independently down by itself. What that does is it reduces the friction that the knot is going to feel if you were to take both lines and cinch them down together. In mono, I haven't had any problems doing that, but fluorocarbon, I have a couple times had one of those ghost break-offs, and the line, it wasn't the knot slipped itself, it broke very, very clean, which makes me pretty much think that it is the line being burned and being weakened, because whenever you burn a line, it will get weakened and pop, greatly reducing the pound test rating of your line. That's a lot to say, but anyway, moving on. Okay, so at this stage, the next thing you want to do, wet your line. There's nothing more important to tying good fishing knots to wet your line. And after you wet it, take both lines and you snug it. Just that simple. Okay? And that's how your knot is going to look. Band it together. It's clinched up very well. And you're done. So now, the next thing we're going to do now is tie the Palomar knot with braid. Arguably one of the best knots for braid. I love it. I almost always use the Palomar knot with braid. Almost always. So first thing you're going to do is just like mono, and it's really no difference. Just like mono, you double your line, you pass your line through your ring, through your split ring, through your swivel ring, whatever. You make an overhand knot. I still, even more so, make sure that I put my finger between the loop, because the diameter of braid is so thin, it closes very much so, and you don't want to be wrestling with that. Okay, so just like in the mono and the fluorocarbon, you pass your lure, your hook, your swivel through the loop, just like that. The difference with braid is, and here's the joyousness of braid. I always wet my braid, just like mono. Some people say you can't, you shouldn't, or you don't have to. I do it anyway. It's a good practice. So I wet it. And then I take, instead of taking one line, I can take both lines and pull them, snug it up. And it's a very small, very compact, very tight knot. Okay? So, and that's the Palomar knot with braid. Very simple, no problem. Next thing, as always, the last thing you want to do is clip off your tag in and go fishing. Okay, everybody, that's the Palomar knot for braid and for mono. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If there's any particular knots you guys want to see, let me know in the comments below. If you want to see more videos from the Fishinaries, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Later.